Alright, now we're starting the episode off. It's an interesting spirit. Oh snap, it's actually cutting branches. Is that the Grim Reaper? Is that the Grim Reaper? No, it isn't. It's an evil granny. What the heck? Wait. Is she another small fry? There's no blood there. Oh, I guess she's going for Kikyo's grave, probably because Kikyo's grave has some sort of maybe powers inside of it. I'm not quite sure as to what, maybe is in her grave, or if it's even possible to get powers from her grave. Possible that she is trying to get some sort of item, or maybe shards that maybe were inside of Kikyo. Or is she just going over by random graves? Is that Kikyo's ashes though? Yeah, it is Kikyo. I knew it. Oh no! Oh! Ooh! Ah! 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 I felt that. Ooh, no. Ouch. I wonder if the actors just grabbed some chalk and just lined it on drew a line really hard on a chalkboard or something to get that sound out. Oh, that sound is unbearable. I mean, the sound isn't even unbearable, okay? But watching her nails, it's a combination of visuals and sound. The sound isn't itself bad. If you just gave me the sound and I had nothing here, I was just listening and I heard that sound. Well, I'd probably be really deathly afraid, because I'd be like, where the heck is it coming from? I'd be deathly afraid. It wouldn't technically be as bad if you minus the whole possibly a spirit haunting me or whatever aspect. But seeing her nails glide along the blade, that really enhances the effect. And she just cut through some arrows here like butter. I like how usually people say usually people say that you'll pay for your sins. She doesn't even say sins. She just you're gonna pay for your meddling. And by the way, guys, I'm also probably gonna try not to look at the camera, because I have my phone camera light shining on me, and it's like a ray from heaven right now in the dark. And well, gosh, the light is blinding me, so I can't even look at my own camera right now. But at least I get to keep my eye on the screen, and I can do whatever I want here. Man, yeah, she's cutting through everything like butter. Did she actually cut her? Now you're injured, bro. I mean, it's good that they defended her, because she's probably the most competent one in the village. You know what I mean? It kind of sounds savage. It's kind of like the pawns will defend, but oh snap. Yeah, she is wounded. I'm worried for the old lady. I don't want her to die though. Is she gonna eat them or consume them? Don't you dare! Don't you dare, man. Asura. Did she say Asura? I think that's a popular demon name. I think, right? I'm not sure. She left a big crater. Kikyo's stolen ashes. So I'm wondering what powers are going to be given to her if she is to take these ashes. What could she possibly get from that? And of course they're going to answer that question, but So now it's not just the shards that can make demons powerful, it's other things as well. There's other spiritual elements in this world that could enhance them. Is this a bad dream? Yeah. No, it's Kikyo. Did she leave something with Inuyasha? Possibly? It was a dream. No. Mm. Pretty adorable. And Inuyasha is still there protecting them.
Kagome is almost identical to Kikyo. No wonder I had them confused in my dream.
Come on, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Anybody else hot here? So, do you want to talk about something?
Come on.
Did I slap you again? Sorry about that.
I was wrong. You don't look like her.
Look like who?
You're not even remotely similar.
Remotely similar to who?
He's gonna say that she's worse to Kikyo. What will you describe Kikyo to her?
To you.
Bruh, her slap is still on Inuyasha's face. It's still on his face.
What is that?
Yo, watch Inuyasha get some payback when they're like in bed and they're about to have some babies, and Inuyasha just like I'm telling you, man, just like straight on the backside, man.
Picking up the smell of fresh blood. Wait, I recognize that scent.
Come on, Inuyasha. How about a hint at least? Why the sudden urge to go back to the village? Oh, it's a rush.
Lady Kaede, you mustn't move as of yet.
Hey, no mind. These are but flesh wounds.
Kaede!
You're back.
Kaede, that's her name. I forgot her name actually until now. So now I know her name.
What? You still alive? Trust a stubborn old girl like you to refuse to give babies time to heal.
This is nothing. So you picked up the scent of my blood as the specter passed, did you?
Don't change the subject on me. Swallow your pride and take it easy.
I get it. He wanted to come back to the village because he smelled your blood and was worried about you. What happened to you?
The specter. She desecrated my sister Kikyo's gravesite.
This was her tomb?
Yes, and I was virtually powerless to stop the assault.
And you know, like, this is not gonna sit well on Granny Chan right here, man. It is not. It's just not gonna sit well on her at all emotionally. Even though she seems calm, I feel like she's just a trained veteran, emotionally and mentally, and physically as well. So this is why she's not in a state of panic exactly, and she knows that there's still hope. But I'm pretty sure like she's very triggered at this.
These remains now belong to me, the demon Urasue. My sister has unusually strong powers, even for a priestess as she was. Her remains have fallen into the hands of evil. Who knows to what end Kikyo's powers will be exploited?
Inuyasha. You're on your own. Apparently, you've forgotten that Kikyo betrayed me. I am not so lucky. I can still remember the pain from the arrow she used to pierce my chest.
She's probably another reason why Inuyasha doesn't trust not just people but things in general. Whether it's people, I guess maybe even animals or even other demons as well, just like him, partially because of Kikyo, and also his childhood as well. But Kikyo definitely played a part in that in these insecurities that have been born within him. Okay, moving on.
Forgive me.
And she understands a bit.
50 years ago. But to Inuyasha, memories still...
Well, that's true. It was 50 years ago. But you have to keep in mind that Inuyasha was asleep for all that time. So he probably was, at least, even if he was having dreams, or he was even, maybe, which I don't think he was, even if he was slightly conscious, just a little bit, is the thing about it, like, Inuyasha was probably not conscious 24/7 if he was conscious at all. So, you know, probably Inuyasha was conscious for maybe just possibly a day from even his perspective, whatever, you know what I mean? So in that respect, this isn't just like 50 years. This is possibly even like yesterday, or not yesterday, because he's been around Kagome for quite some time. But this could probably be like a month ago, around there. So you can't blame Inuyasha for still holding this grudge.
Being the half demon that he was, Inuyasha wanted to take the sacred Shikon jewel to enable him to become a full-fledged demon.
Yeah.
He came to the village and stole the jewel. The priestess Kikyo shot a sacred arrow which held him fast to a tree.
I get it. So now they're actually explaining what was going down and why she did what she did. But the priestess, from what I hear, I don't know. At least what someone told me is that, like, if Inuyasha is to take the sacred jewel for himself, then and he was to turn into a full demon, that will result in Inuyasha actually becoming a lot more evil. He's not a lot more evil, because I don't even think before he was inherently evil. He was a bit of a douche, an anti-hero, if you will, but he wasn't really, I wouldn't classify Inuyasha even beforehand as a villain quite exactly. Like, I don't think he was killing the villagers per se, so I feel like he was holding back for whatever reason. Now, if he was to become a full demon, who knows what his personality would be like at that point. Still, if Inuyasha is even speculated to lose his morals and become a threat to them, I do understand her shooting Inuyasha with that bow and arrow. And if it's hers in general, I still understand it if it's theirs and not Inuyasha's.
So there. Finally, a way for me to become all demon at last.
Inuyasha!
Oof. So I guess, yeah, like, all this stuff really depends
Kikyo,
on a lot of things.
I thought
We're friends.
In a tragic twist of fate, Kikyo lost her life in the battle.
Again, like, a lot of this stuff, it's really hard to read
no more than simply Kikyo's ashes.
in terms of who's right and who's wrong.
Strong scent of fresh soil as she passed. Soil from the grave site. What could she be scheming?
There you are. Let's go.
Where to?
Of course, to go handle the problem. But she's taking a nice approach here,
I'm a
though.
bit sorry for Kikyo. Her grave was violated. I know you were betrayed by her, but that was a long time ago. It's been at least 50 years since she passed away.
But it doesn't feel like that to him.
Watch the hair!
Mind explaining why you haven't been able to look me straight in the eye since yesterday?
Yeah, because he's got
Honestly, imagining
a little bit of feelings here.
This is all about me looking like Kikyo. That's it, isn't it? That's why you can't look at me.
We gotta rewind this for a second, because I think Inuyasha blushed there. I'm not sure, but I gotta quickly see. I'm sorry, but this is important information for me. Nah, maybe he wasn't blushing.
Haven't been able to look me straight in the eye since yesterday?
Nah, he wasn't exactly blushing.
You're obviously imagining things.
I get it. This is
But,
all
you know.
about me looking like Kikyo.
We know you're blushing on the inside, Inuyasha. He's imagining Kikyo right here.
Inuyasha.
It's not.
When you think of the idea that they're actually both mentally and physically 14, even though Inuyasha technically has been around in terms of time itself for a longer time than Kagome, when you think of the idea that they're both 14-year-olds, and it kind of takes it a little bit odd. Like, I wasn't thinking about that throughout the whole anime until just now. I was like, you kind of forget that they're like probably 14 years old or around there, or 15, whatever, and you're witnessing like full-blown romance between what is typically a very immature age.
Not like that.
What's he doing?
Is she gonna slap him? Don't slap him.
Okay, now I'm officially free. What's going on? He almost kissed me.
Yes.
Can we leave some of the violence?
Sure, as soon as you stop acting so weird.
You're the one who's being a lunatic.
Yeah, boy. Yes.
Priestess, I shall recover my sister's ashes on my own strength. Inuyasha, do me the kindness of telling me which direction Urasui was last.
Doing it on your own strength. That's not even. I don't think that's even possible for you. Of course, Inuyasha is going to help because he's going to go into battle, because I can already see it. Kikyo is probably going to try to help the old lady because that's in her good nature, and if she's going to go there on her own without Inuyasha's help. And this is going to make Inuyasha say, well, shoot, I don't want to lose Kagome, so he's going to go in to help Kagome as well. Now, I feel like the reason why he said, no, it's not that you remind me of Kikyo there, was because I feel like Kikyo, he was holding a lot of distrust towards Kagome because of what Kikyo did to him. However, last episode, from what we've seen, Inuyasha was able to display a very vulnerable side of himself to Kagome without Kagome taking advantage of that side in any, harmful ways. So, in that respect, she has proven herself to Inuyasha as a valuable person, valuable person, and someone who just in general won't hurt him and will do what they can to protect him, just a genuine person towards him. So with that respect, I feel like he's building a distinction between Kikyo and Kagome, and he's now perceiving Kagome as not Kikyo because Kikyo won't backstab him. I feel like we don't know the full context of whether it's truly backstabbing or not yet. But yeah, moving on.
You're trying to get yourself killed.
Don't be so
She's gonna do what she needs to do to protect the honor of her sister.
Consequences when I arrive.
You're in no condition to go, Kaede.
You're wasting your breath trying to stop her. She's as stubborn as an ox. You'll never talk her out of it. Come on, move it along, Granny. We'll lay.
But then if Inuyasha truly was a smarter individual, he would handle this better. And I'll say how. Inuyasha would handle this better simply by still going. I mean, he would put down his pride for a bit, and he would go after that crazy witch, is what I'll call her for now. In particular, because, well, if she becomes a lot stronger, like, something gives me the feeling that recovering the ashes of Kikyo and receiving even a bit of her power is possibly an even bigger power boost than what you would get from even a small little fragment of a shard. So if my speculation is correct, she's not just going to stop at Kikyo, she's going to go for the shards as well, more than likely, granted that all obstacles that are a threat to her are out of the way. And if Inuyasha just lets her carry on, what will end up happening is she's going to end up becoming so strong that Inuyasha can't really fight her or battle her, and she's going to collect the shards. And Inuyasha, if he's dead, he can't become a full demon. So that's what I think is going on. Is going on. That, well, not just going on. That's what I think is not going on, but that's what I think Inuyasha in that way can mature. But he's 14. I keep forgetting that at some points. Both Kagome and Inuyasha are 14. So from that respect, like, I have to understand a lot of times some of their immature moments, because they're not full-blown adults. They do act like it sometimes, and they have adult romance. When I say adult romance, I don't mean like softcore porn. Okay, I'm just talking about, like, basically they have very intimate moments that are a bit more mature than what you would have at 14 years old. I'm stammering so hard. Oof.
Kikyo's remains to rest again.
Inuyasha, thank you.
Something tells me Shibbo and I better come with you.
Actually, wait. He's actually going with them. He's actually going. I'm going to rewind this because maybe I was talking too damn much.
No condition to go, Kaede.
You're wasting your breath trying to stop her. She's as stubborn as an ox. You'll never talk her out of it.
I just didn't catch him say that he was going to go.
Come on, move it along, Granny. We'll lay Kikyo's remains to rest again.
Alright, yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
And she's smiling.
No condition to
Oh gosh, no, I by accident rewinded it. No! Why? Why? I ended up rewinding it by accident. Stupid Gantia.
We'll lay Kikyo's remains
Is that horse smiling? No, it isn't.
to rest again.
Theo, I wanted to show this moment here. She's actually smiling. The granny's actually smiling, and on top of that, her saying thank you so softly to Inuyasha. Now that's actually pretty darn wholesome as well. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really digging how she's actually liking Inuyasha now as well.
Inuyasha, thank you.
You see the way she said that? Like it was so wholesome. Like it's nothing on par with like the romance between Kagome and Inuyasha, but it was pretty darn wholesome. I'm not gonna lie.
Something tells me Shibbo and I better come with you.
Kagome.
I gotta mansplain a little bit.
It wasn't me he was looking at just now.
Is she gonna feel jealous? I hope she does. It sounds twisted when I say that, but I hope she does.
Right through me, to Kikyo.
No, she's not feeling jealous. She said he was looking right through her, which kind of infers to me that she's just curious.
He's fallen asleep.
Let's get some sleep ourselves. We've got a big battle tomorrow.
What? Already?
Gotta get more comfortable here.
They're not far off.
Inuyasha? He fell asleep. He was sleeping the first time I saw him, too. Actually, he was under a spell. But to me, it looked like he was merely asleep. I thought he hated Kikyo. I get it! This is all about me looking like Kikyo. That's it, isn't it? That's why you can't look at me. Inuyasha!
It's not. It's not like that.
But when he held my hand and looked at me, it wasn't a look of hatred in his eyes. My heart's still pounding. Is it possible that he's been hiding his feelings all along? That he actually loved Kikyo?
Yes, that's very logical. I feel like an idiot because I didn't think of that. I feel like an idiot because I really wasn't. I really didn't think of that, but it's so obvious in your face. But I feel like he also does have the distinction between Kikyo and Kagome as well. I don't feel like it's just simply Kikyo. I feel like he does distinguish the difference, or see a difference. Again, Kikyo did kind of screw him over a little bit, from at least from what we see from Inuyasha's perspective. At least we don't know about Kikyo's perspective as much, which we may get to become more knowledgeable of. I gotta turn this around because I really don't want this cord to start breaking and turning. Because I'm holding my microphone in a really weird position here. It's probably extending really bad. Anyway. Yo, she's falling for him, man. I'm so happy. And you know what? We didn't have any stupid date with that other guy who was trying to steal Kagome from our boy Inuyasha. We didn't have any of his stupid face in here, so I'm happy. Moving on.
Retrieve Kikyo's remains quickly, lest Urasue use them to some evil end. I fear trouble lies in the path ahead. Dreadful trouble.
Oh, good. That's just what we need to hear. If you were so worried about her remains, why didn't you scatter them in the river in the first place?
I was gonna say, is Inuyasha standing up on the horse? that's an interesting, cool way to get around.
This predicament if it weren't for you and your sentimentality.
Inuyasha, have ye no regard for man's grave sites and tombstones? A grave is more than simply a place to bury a body or ashes. It is a place of refuge, of shelter for the hearts of those loved ones left behind.
The loved ones left behind?
My sister was born a priestess. She used her powers for the good of the villagers. She warded
Sounds like
specters and demons
it's.
away from the village and
It sounds like Chinese music is playing here. This is in Japan, right? Maybe there's similarities even between traditional Japanese and traditional Chinese music. I didn't know that. If that's the case, that's pretty interesting. If that is the case, but I kind of thought that they were in some ways quite different. Probably similar, but still like quite different. Even if they had some similarities, but this seems like this could really easily be mistaken for like Chinese music. I just gotta rewind a little bit just so I can catch everything what she's saying, because I want to miss. I want to miss as little details as possible, if even none at all, in these reactions.
to bury a body or ashes. It is a place of refuge, of shelter for the hearts of those loved ones left behind.
The loved ones left behind?
My sister was born a priestess. She used her powers for the good of the villagers. She warded specters and demons away from the village.
What is a specter?
And battled illness and famine countless times. Ever since her demise, Kikyo's spirit continues to encourage them to overcome their obstacles and have the strength to carry on.
Including her
People
telling the story, Grandma.
hearts are easily swayed by the winds of danger and uncertainty.
True.
Her grave was a place of reassurance.
It's actually pretty deep.
Encourage the villagers to brace themselves against the storms of life.
Inuyasha looks just like he did before. He's thinking of Kikyo. He was in love with her, and yet she shot him with an arrow and pinned him to a tree, where he slept in a spell for 50 years. The poor guy.
Yeah, now you're actually seeing it from his perspective a bit now.
She didn't return his feelings. She didn't love him in return.
He's getting mad. And Inuyasha's like, why are you looking at me? I feel like he's gonna mess it up though. She's feeling sorry for Inuyasha, but he's gonna mess it up. Please don't mess it up, Inuyasha. Please don't mess it up. I know you're going to, but please don't. Don't cock block yourself, man. Please don't.
She didn't love him.
Is she actually crying?
What are you gawking at? That's pretty bad when you can even give a half demon the creeps. What's with the sympathetic looks you're giving me?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking about something stupid.
Stupid like what?
Forget it.
Out with it! Kagome, I want some answers now!
Look! Drop it!
And no, Inuyasha's the last guy to want someone to have pity for him.
Now then,
They're gonna have a plot twist, and I feel like they're gonna show that Kikyo did actually like Inuyasha. I'm telling you, they're gonna have some plot twist and have that, but they're just gonna say that she needed to do what she needed to do to prevent Inuyasha from stealing that from their shrine and all of that. Shrine. I mean, I just said it again just in case it didn't go through the microphone because I kind of jumbled my words a little bit there.
see what magic my demon kiln has brought to the mixture of ashes and graveside soil. Ah, yes, this could be my finest creation yet. Now,
Is she gonna try and revive her? But an evil spirit, an evil version of her? What is going on here? That's her mummified body, right? Yeah, that's her body. Are we gonna see her again? But she has long nails here.
arise, Kikyo. Come to me.
Is that really her? Don't tell me, for real. Is this kind of like reanimation jutsu from like Orochimaru? Does she have her own free will, or she had red eyes? No. Man, that's gonna be problematic because now the old lady is gonna probably tell Inuyasha to not hurt her, and she's probably gonna be a worthy foe to hurt.
Priestess, you foiled many an attempt by demons and monsters to take possession of the sacred jewel of the Four Souls. They say that if a demon should possess but a single shard of the broken jewel, its powers as a demon will at least double its strength. I need them. I must have every fragment of the jewel for myself. Go forth and destroy every demon in search of the jewel fragments. Burn them alive. I have
man.
brought you back, and you shall serve my every wish. Now go
Would she
retrieve the jewel shard.
would she resist her though? Or does she not have the power to resist her right now in death? Was the operation, the spiritual operation, a failure? What the heck?
Has revived, but the soul did not return.
She's picking her up like that. Stop doing that. He's gonna start pissing me off. Because I don't dislike Kikyo actually. Even if she didn't really like Inuyasha, despite Inuyasha liking her, I still really don't think she deserves to be treated like that, to be grabbed by her hair like that. So, that to you, bitch. the grandma, not Kikyo. But yeah, I hope that grandma ends up dying.
My unparalleled magic could not fail to bring back the soul. Wait, this could only have happened if the soul were already reincarnated into another body.
Exactly. Oh, that makes sense, yo. That makes sense. So is Kikyo's even will and power and everything inside of Kagome?
I have no use for this body of Kikyo's unless
But
it
this, don't you dare fucking throw that. Don't you dare throw that. Don't you dare throw it. I know what you're about. Don't do it. But this tells me that Kikyo possibly did actually like Inuyasha quite a bit, because if if Kikyo's soul has been reincarnated into Kagome, then I feel like it's possible, like in their spirit / personality, just their mentality in general, everything is connected. And in that sense, if their mentality is connected and Kagome is developing feelings for Inuyasha, then it's very possible that Kikyo did develop feelings for Inuyasha herself. although of course the situations that Kagome and Inuyasha are going through are probably a lot different than the situations or the trials that Inuyasha and Kikyo had to go through together, which could also debunk my idea that their mentality is the same. So therefore, they must, not they must, Kagome must, not Kagome, Kikyo must have liked Inuyasha back. Kind of like the whole, if y equals mx plus v, then you get what I'm saying. I freaking suck at math, so I shouldn't dare use it in an analogy for mathematics because I suck at that. I'm too dumb for that. Oh, you stupid bitch! I shouldn't use mathematics, but nah, you stupid bitch. Stupid bitch. I do hope she dies.
What are those?
Maybe not a brutal death, but a death nonetheless.
They're giving me the willies.
And not a happy one.
Oh, great. Across this rickety old bridge? Freak me out.
Stay here if you're that scared of crossing.
There's her echo.
I'll go on my own and get the remains back, okay?
Yeah, as if.
He would do that too, because it'll keep you safe. So he would do that.
Wait, aren't you gonna help me across?
No.
Hey, how'd those get here?
Oh, they're monsters. They're like reincarcerated, not reincarcerated, but zombie soldiers who she's already killed.
They must be Urasui's soldiers.
The clay mummies we saw in the forest. Uh-oh, that means...
Don't tell me she's gonna tell Inuyasha to not hurt them because she doesn't want Inuyasha to disrespect their bodies.
From behind.
Hang on tight, ladies. This swinging bridge is about to live up to its name.
Never mind, she isn't. Okay, good job. Could they regenerate? Didn't do anything. And she's still holding it. You better not fucking dare touch her. You better not fucking touch her, you son of a bitch. They called her son of a bitch, but that makes no sense. It's like calling a lesbian gay. They are. Whatever, I'm getting confused. So she is conscious here.
She's almost her double. How fortuitous for me. The resemblance is remarkable. That must be her.
Okay, I'm not going to complain here because I know. Oh, just tell me it's going to be a to be continued episode. Don't tell me that. All right, well, if it is, I might just skip the review and go into the next episode because I really want to know what happens. But don't tell me she's going to end up. She's basically going to end up getting in the hands of this lady. And Inuyasha is going to be knocked out, probably having to heal up by the hands of old granny. I'm going to call her Chio. But yeah, like if that's the case, actually I can't complain about that because if that is the case, it's going to definitely strengthen the relationship between Inuyasha and Kagome. Like it's so I know for a fact it's going to strengthen their relationship. So I'll be happy if that ends up happening. Yeah, this is to be continued. The granny's probably gonna have to go nurse Inuyasha a bit. Then they'll have to go square off in the next episode. When Inuyasha shows up there like Ichigo did for Rukia when she was captured. Look at those Uncle Ruckus eyes.
I don't like the sounds of that.
I like how Kagome had such a nonchalant reaction to having a a scythe to her neck. She's been so numbed to it that she doesn't even seem remotely afraid. Hold on, you got to see this reaction. I know you guys already saw, but I'm just
its reincarnated soul. I have plans in store for you. Plans to bring back Kikyo.
Bring back Kikyo? I don't like the sounds of that.
Her reaction to being captured was just so nonchalant. But yeah, we're gonna go into the next episode because I really gotta know what ends up happening. This is clearly an important foe. I thought, like, if I didn't say, I don't know if I did, maybe I did, I don't remember, but like, at the beginning of the episode, I was kind of like, oh brother, we're gonna have another foe who's kind of, irrelevant to the story, which wouldn't have been a bad thing either way. I would have been fine with it because it's 166 episodes. But no, they threw a curveball. This is an important foe right here. This is definitely an important foe right here. Because she has just revived, like, the person who kind of started the whole story off. Anyway, guys, I will catch you guys in the next reaction.